This is it.
After a long time coming, lots of planning.
Today's a day in history, people.
It marks the first episode of Pondcast.
First episode of Pondcast.
Live from St.
From
David's.
the pond.
The pond.
Doesn't matter where the pond is. You just have to know that it's a pond.
Yep. You can see our beautiful scenic view in the background. We got some vineyards.
All sorts of stuff.
All sorts of stuff going on.
As you can see, this episode's going to be titled Pilot Episode.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone in the
Air Force.
In the Air Force, yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
So, this first episode, we just wanted to kind of introduce ourselves if you don't already know us. My name's Nick.
My name's Evan.
And we're going to be hosting podcasts for, the years to come.
Yeah.
So,
years to come.
Get used to these faces.
Yeah, you better get used to them because they're
not
going anywhere. Man, crazy. So, Also, shout out to Yanni behind the camera.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be possible without him.
Cut to a little shot of Yanni right now, a little glamour shot.
Yeah, there we go.
So we just wanted to, on this first episode, give a little introduction.
Test the waters a bit.
Exactly. No pun intended.
No pun intended.
The waters are actually kind of frozen right now.
Yeah.
And we just want to kind of introduce ourselves, tell you guys what Pondcast is going to be all about, and
exactly.
So, Evan, do you care to go first?
Yeah, I guess first things first. This is a podcast type format. We're going to be talking about all sorts of stuff. Today we don't have a guest, but whenever we do have a guest, the episode's kind of going to be revolving around them, their interests, things like that. And they're mostly going to be there to help fuel the conversation. It's not necessarily going to be about them. It's just going to be about what they have to offer to the podcast.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself, man, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so, like Evan said, we're not going to, circle every episode around that guest, but we're just kind of going to tailor it so we can hopefully bring out the best in the guests and the best in ourselves.
Yeah. No controversy here. No shenanigans. Mm-hmm. It's just...
good old clean fun.
Good old clean fun.
Exactly.
Yeah,
just got a notification on my MacBook.
Yeah. Sorry about the audio if that scared you.
Buzz was.
It's unexpected here on the podcast. So, where do we begin, Nick? Where do we begin?
We could begin on,
the very first project
we were working on. So what was that?
A while ago.
Greenlight?
No.
Even before that?
Even before that. We're going way back.
How far back, man? Enlighten me here. This
wasn't our collaborative effort. It was our friend group's collaborative effort. Ass Crack.
Of course, Ass Crack. How could
exactly.
I just didn't even know what you were referencing there.
Yeah,
but
no.
I mean, how could that have gone over my head like that? Ass Crack is such a memorable experience.
Iconic moment in our lives.
Seriously, we'll cut to a little montage of Ass Crack right now.
Yeah.
And I'm Nick Collini, and this is Ass Crack.
What? No, you don't say
What about everyone?
Hey.
Yeah, what the hell?
121 guns, lay down your arms, give us a fight. 121 guns.
Yeah, it's really a landmark in both of our careers, really.
Yeah, basically it revolved around us just taking a camera and just doing whatever we felt like. Just doing whatever happened. Whatever happens. People got fueled by the camera, by,
the fame.
It
got to some people's heads.
Stuff. Got to some people's heads. Crazy stuff. We had 3 episodes, right?
Yeah. I mean, we only like to really count the first 2.
2.5.
The third one was a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, good concepts though.
Definitely good concept. I think we peaked at the second episode. Recently, we actually hit 1,000 views on our second episode. So really? Shouts out to the fans.
I didn't know that. Shout out to the fans, guys. Hopefully you come over this way for some more fun because a lot of these guests we're gonna have, they're not here today, but they're gonna be mostly from that group.
Yeah, members of the original Ask Crack team.
Yeah. If we wanna, like, because we're dipping our toes in the water, like I said at this point. If we want to go crazy with it, we'll have some other guests.
If you so, let me ask you this, Evan.
Yeah.
If you could have any guest
Shoot.
on the show, you know, in the future when we've you know become very successful and
Famous.
who would it be?
Ooh, little win there. I'd have Oprah.
Oprah?
You know, she's kind of like a pioneer of this industry.
That's
you know?
true.
Talk shows are basically just the podcast of TV. To
Definitely.
Be honest. I mean,
Man.
what a crazy iconic person. Just so you guys know,
Oh crap, dude!
it's extremely cold.
extremely windy, and as you can see,
Extremely windy.
the elements are kind of not
Not in our
cooperating
favor.
with us right now.
The camera literally just fell.
It's gonna
Hopefully
be something.
It's okay.
It's really, you know what? Let me just come brush off that camera.
This is crazy, guys. You're never gonna see anything. That's all it is. It's just raw footage. I don't even know if this good part's gonna be in. You know, you might cut it out, but
You know what? It's raw and uncut.
it's gonna be even funnier when we say, "Oh, we're gonna cut this out."
Yanni is just
And then
freaking out behind
Yanni
the
is
camera right
just-
now. He's just suffering from the art right
his,
now.
his hands are going AWire right now.
Yeah, man.
So are mine. I can't feel them.
Oh, brr, man. It's probably
they get
minus.
to the point where it gets numb, and it's all fun and games from there.
Oh my goodness.
So this, just be warned, this isn't going to be the longest episode of Pondcast of all time.
Especially because of the elements.
Especially because of the elements. And we don't have all of our crew here today.
No.
Max is supposed to be here.
Our friend Griffin.
Griffin might end up dipping his toes in the water
He
a bit.
had to take his sister out to dinner.
Exactly.
A little bit weird, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Shouts out Griffin, though,
I
great
mean,
guy.
let him do his thing.
Yeah.
You know? It's
It's him, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not going to
I'm not
tell him
gonna.
what to do.
Exactly.
So, what are your ambitions for this? What do you envision this to end up being one day?
I love what I picture, you know. This is just me.
Yeah.
And as you know, I'm only one part of many working parts that is the podcast machine, you know.
Of course.
It'd be amazing to have our own setup and our own set right here in front of the pond
Yeah.
with warmth and maybe a space heater
Yeah.
so that, you know, people
That
like Yanni don't have to
missed
suffer
opportunity.
and get frostbite on their fingers.
Yeah. Yanni's currently looking at his hands,
Um,
watching them deteriorate.
Besides that, I'd love to have, you know, some great guests on the show. Besides just our friends.
Yeah.
You know, maybe people we look up to, people, you know, we have modeled this show after.
Exactly.
Um,
Some titans in the industry.
yeah.
By the way,
Oprah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By the way, if we're gonna dedicate this episode to anyone, it's gonna be Yanni.
Yeah.
He's currently dying. I think he's crying a little.
Not only inside, he's literally, I can see tears rushing down his face right now.
Yeah.
If we had to dedicate to anyone else, I'd say Mr. Yanni is just dying, man. I wish we could cut to a Yanni cam right now, but
Yeah.
I would say
Yanni
dedicate it to Mr. Quinn, man, for uniting us as one. And
Exactly.
you
You
know,
know what? I'm gonna do a little Yanni cam now. this might end up being in the episode. Take a look at Yanni here. He's not having a good time. His hands are just absolutely demolished right now.
Oh man,
Ah,
brutal.
They're frozen.
And my toes
This is
are
brutal.
freezing too.
My toes are fine. I'm wearing boots.
Yeah,
But
I'm not as.
I'm
into
wearing a
that.
sweater and a windbreaker, so my core is
Brr,
kind of
man.
just.
Freaking freezing out.
Fun fact: if you're not wearing a hat, you're actually more likely to be more cold because your heat travels out of your head.
Well, I mean, I kind of beat you on that one.
Yeah. Yanni's wearing a hood, so.
So, besides that, I think we've pretty much wrapped up exactly what we want on the podcast.
Yeah, this episode, again, be warned, extremely short.
Like super bare minimum,
Elements are completely just screwing us over right now.
but I mean, we'll overcome that. We'll learn to better ourselves with each episode.
Exactly.
but I think you have the basics of what what the show's gonna be about.
Who do you think we're gonna have as guests? Who do you just drop some names? Just
Diego definitely.
definitely.
Vandelar.
He's waiting. He's at the door. He's just knocking.
I'd say Nick G would be a good guest to
He would
have.
be a good guest too, I think.
Who else could we have? I mean,
The
Tristan. You know
possibility-
Tristan?
Yeah, exactly.
Tristan would be
You
great.
just asked me if I knew Tristan.
Dude, I'm just.
No, I've never met him
It's
before.
just, I'm just saying that type of stuff for the audience.
Just introduce me to him. No, I'm kidding. I'm just.
Oh, there goes the
messing
camera.
around.
And with that,
Okay.
I think we just
with
got.
that, should we wrap it up with that? I
Let's
think
wrap
we
it up.
should. Yeah.
I think the elements are here telling us. telling us exactly what to
Yanni's
do.
got to save his camera.
Okay,
So we're
So
gonna
with
stop
that-
it now, guys.
thank you for tuning in to the
anticipate-
first episode.
Thank you for tuning in and get ready for some crazy times ahead. This is only the beginning. It's only the start.
It's only the tip of the iceberg.
We're not even on the iceberg yet. We're on the boat. We're on the boat, Nick.
Couldn't have
We're
said it
waiting
any
to-
better myself.
All right.
All right,
With that,
peace out, guys. Thanks
See
for
you
tuning in to
later, guys.
Pondcast.
see ya.
Sweet.
Oh my God! My hands! I cannot feel them! Help me, please! Oh! Oh, get the camera! Ow! Evan, the heat, please! Evan, please! What is it? Oh! Get off!
Oh God, why?
Why did we do this?
Open.